Hello, today we're going to go over how to create a bar chart using Matplotlib library in Python. So in order to get the data for this video, I had a look online and I stumbled across this worksheet here. Now you're probably wondering, this looks very babyish, but you have to consider the fact that this is a hard worksheet. So I have you know that it's going to be challenging enough to do. So anyway, we're really just going to take the data and situation from this and plot the bar chart. So Happy Rhymes Music Store tracks the data on their sales of musical instruments. Draw a bar chart, bar graph to represent the data. So we've got 5 objects here, and along with their associated sales figures. So this is going to be quite a small plot, but the method's still the same. So we're going to import our Matplotlib library, and we're going to be taking pyplot from that, and we're going to take it as PLT. Oh, I've not spelled. No, it's not Matplotlib. It's Matplotlib. Sorry. Right. So we're going to need to get our instruments. So a list of the entities in the on the worksheet here. So we've got a guitar, a trumpet, a drum, and a saxophone, and a piano. So we'll go and we'll put those in. So guitar, trumpet, drum, saxophone, and piano. We best check to see if it's in the correct order. It is, and also we're going to need to take our sales figures for this. So we're going to call it sales data. So one thing to keep in mind is that the data going into the arrays, into the lists, need to be corresponding. So I can't put 720 as the first entry in the list, because then that's incorrect, because the guitar would consider the guitar to have 720 as its data value. So we're going to pass in our numbers here. So 630, 720, 405, 540, and 405. Okay, so we've got our data values here. So now it's time to start actually working on the bar chart itself. So we're going to define a variable called y position, and we're going to equal it to the sorted array of instruments. And then we're going to plot our bar chart here. So we're going to do plot.bar. I'm going to take y position, which we just defined there. We're going to take our sales data, and then we're going to align. We're going to define our alignment here, and we're going to choose center. I advise you do the same, center, and then we're going to define our alpha value as 0.5. The alpha value refers to the transparency of the graph. So keep it at 0.5 for a good quality graph. of course, you can experiment. And I'm going to find color, and I'm going to pass in a list of colors here. Now we're going to use the default colors that Matplotlib uses, but I think you can define your own hex codes and colors for this. So I've passed in the colors blue, green, red, cyan, and magenta because there's 5 elements, so there's going to be 5 different colors. If you just pass in one color, the whole graph will be of that color. We're going to do plot .x ticks now. This is for our x ticks, so we're going to pass in our position here, and we're going to pass in our instruments, and then that plot.x ticks just helps with the scaling of the graph, and then we're going to make our labels for our graph. So that's going to be plot.x labels. So this is for the x. This is for the x axis. Upon the x-axis, we're having instrument name, and on the y-axis, or on the y label even, we're going to have amount sold. Wasn't it amount sold? Let's look at the thing again. Data and sales. Okay, I think it is amount sold. And then we're going to have to title our bar chart. So to title it, you just do plot.title and then the name of the name of your bar chart. So I'm going to do Happy Rhymes Music Store sales data. Sales bar chart would be probably better. Bar chart, graph showing sales, whatever. And then so that's the bar chart made essentially. So in order to save the bar chart as a file, as a PNG file, you have to do plot.savefig, and then so you're saving the figure, and we're going to name it Happy Rhymes, Happy Rhythms bar chart. Just okay, and then we're going to, in order to display the bar chart to the user, plot.show is used. And then to clear after every graph you make, if you don't clear the plot figure, it will keep overriding. Not overriding. Say you made 2 bar charts and you didn't clear the figure, then the 2 bar charts would go over each other. So in order to avoid that, you need to do plot.clf, and that just clears the plot frame, so you can make another bar chart or other Matplotlib plot. So we've done that now, so we're going to run this, and as you can see, we've got our lovely bar chart here. So as you can see, we've got instrument name down here, we've got amount sold, and then the title. Now if we want to see that file, it's automatically saved to the location of the Python script in the same directory. So here's the bar chart here, and as you can see, it's a PNG file, and I've just opened it in PyCharm here, but it's the exact same thing as you saw with the plot.show. Yeah, so that would be that. I didn't realize this worksheet came with answers, so here's our bar chart that we've made with Python, and here is bar chart, and as you can see, the graphs match. They've used a slightly more accurate scale, but ours does match. So, and they've used Comic Sans, which is marks off for that. I have to say, not very professional looking, but anyway, that is how you make a bar chart in Python.